If you're afraid to go down to the camp with Purah your servant, and you shall hear what they say, and afterwards you shall strengthen to go down against the camp. Then he went down with Purah his servant to the outposts armed who were in the camp. Now the Midianites, the Amalekites, and the people of the east were lying in the valley as number of locusts, and their camels were without number, as the sand on the seashore. And then Gideon came. There was a man telling a dream to his companion. He said, I have a dream. To my surprise, a loaf of barley bread tumbled into the camp of Midian. It came to a tent and struck it so that it fell and overturned, and the tent collapsed. Then his companion answered and said, This is nothing else but the sword of Gideon, the son of Joash, a man of Israel. Into his hands God has delivered the Midian and the whole camp. And it was so, when Gideon heard the telling of the dream and his interpretation, that he worshipped. He returned to the camp of Israel and said, Arise, the Lord has delivered the camp of the Midian into your hand. And I love this because once again, God is telling Gideon, arise. I have delivered the Midianites into your hands. But here the Lord is still so understanding that Gideon is afraid. And here it says now in number 9, it says, and it happened on the same night that the Lord said, arise, go down to the camp, for I have delivered into your hand. But number 10, it says, but if you are afraid to go down, it says, go to the camp with Purah, and you shall hear what they say. And afterwards you shall be strengthened to go down to the camp. So here God says, I know that you're scared. He says, you and your servant Purah go down, and you're going to hear something that's going to encourage you. So Gideon and his servant go down, and they hear these people, the Midianites. And it says here in the one of the guys, the Midianites, as they're telling the other Midianite a dream. He says, I had a dream, number 13. And it says, there was a man telling a dream to his companion. He said, I have a dream. To my surprise, because Gideon was small. So this is a surprise for them when God uses somebody that nobody expects. It says, to my surprise, a loaf of barley bread tumbled into the camp of the Midian. Barley bread is considered like worthless. It's not worth anything. It's like, so that's what they're saying about Gideon. Like this little piece of barley wheat rolled into the camp, and that's exactly what's going to happen that night. He's going to roll into the camp. It says, to my surprise, a loaf of barley bread tumbled into the camp of Midian, and it came to a tent and struck it so that it fell and it overturned. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to struck it, and it's going to fall and it's going to overturn. So that hearing that dream encouraged Gideon, and he said, let's go take them.